Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And it is the final episode. Why am I outside the room? I don't remember stopping this outside the room. Okay. Missile room. Okay. We are making our way to the final room. Please do not bother me. Lots of fission Metroids. I don't like them. I don't want them. Please go away. Oh, this room looks lovely as well. We have this new type of radiation in this area. Oh, whatever. Alright, now we have our final boss. I know we're not going into here with full health, which may not be the smartest thing ever. Actually down a couple of E-tanks. That's really not smart, is it? Do pay attention to the different colors that this thing has. It is highly important. Excuse me, I need to scan you. Okay. It is, yes, that is right, the Metroid Prime. Highly evolved, phazon-producing life form. The aberration known as Metroid Prime is the source of phazon, making it immensely powerful. A genetic flaw makes it susceptible to certain weapons for brief periods. Kind of like the exact same thing we've been dealing with those special trooper pirates and the fission Metroids once they split. The color tells you which beam you need to use. Which beam you need to use. Wonderful. Only its head is truly vulnerable. Other attacks are a nuisance. Offensively, Metroid Prime has a number of natural and mechanical weapons at its disposal. These include ultra-frigid breath, multi-missiles, snare beams, and particle wave projectors. Its massive strength and barbed carapace make it lethal in melee combat. Recommend maximum firepower when engaging this enemy. Well, can't. So you see it's, excuse you. Yeah, you kind of shoot at the eyes. Not at that. There's those missiles. You know, it would be helpful to not stand in front of the... Ah, there we go. I believe it's going to... No? Okay, I thought it was going to do a thing where it charges and we have to be a morph ball and avoid it. But if that's not the case, that's fine too. Okay, no, it's going to run down. There's going to be a few different levels that we have to deal with this thing on. What are we doing now? Back to power beam? Sure. Okay, here we need to do this. Yeah, the only way to avoid that were those morph ball tunnels. Oh, you want to do ice, huh? But that was painful. Missiles, thank you. Okay, you're gonna do that. I'm gonna go under. I want to be wave beam again. Oh, no, we're done with this room, so we're going to go further down. It took my dad a number of tries to beat this. It took me a few tries as well on our first time playing this. Things can give health, at least I thought they could. I'm safe. Kindly don't do that. And we get down into Morph Ball. Oh, hey, there's health. Health is nice. That's why I'm not super worried about my health in this fight, because sometimes we do get health back. Go ahead. Dash across. There you go. Thank you. What do you want to switch to now? Power Beam? Sure, we can do Power Beam. Want to dash across again? Nope, you want to go down. Okay. It is a little bit of an endurance battle, and there is a phase 2 to this, because if you've been keeping track, we have one more scan to get. Spoilers. It likes to... Make up your dang mind. Can you go to Plasma? I would prefer Plasma. Okay, fine. I think super missiles work best when you have the regular power beam on. We're doing just fine. I'm gonna dash across again. Okay, sure. Up to you, big guy. Hey, we're finally going back to Plasma Beam. Oh, I screwed that up. We've almost got him. Yeah, we do. Haha. Why it falls down? But of course it's not over yet. I gotta remember how to fight Phase 2. Because Phase 2 is actually the difficult one. Although my dad had a lot of difficulty with Phase 1. Oh gosh. Had a lot of difficulty with Phase 1. I had a lot of difficulty with Phase 2. I got more deaths on Phase 2 than I did Phase 1. Alright. For the last time, if I can, I scan. Metroid Prime, the core essence of Metroid Prime. Scan indicates that the Phazon energy form of Metroid Prime is invulnerable to all conventional weapons. Yeah, this is where I was struggling. Only attacks from a Phazon-fused arm cannon will damage it. It generates pools of Phazon when it attacks. Use these to fuel your suit's Phazon weapon system. The entity can also spawn Metroids to assist in in battle, rendering itself invisible when it does so. I've scanned 100% of the logbook. Yay! I do want to get the... Okay, here we go. This is what we're looking for here. Don't. And we get Phazon. I cannot see. I need to find a pool of Phazon. I thought I saw a Metroid as well, which is why I am reluctant over here. Can I just go to this Phazon and... No. That'd be too convenient. I'm gonna roll this as my boss fight. Yeah, there you are. Let's see Phazon. Can you give me some Phazon to use, please? Ouch. Oh, there's a pool. Phazon beam. And just hold down the button. Yep, there's what we got to do. And switch to the X-ray visor. Can I interest you in... Oh, I can't interest you. Those Phazon pools only last for so long, and you don't want to mess with them either. Where's our... Metroid Prime Hyper Mode? Okay. Oh, wait. Thermal. Aha. Yeah, you have to use a thermal visor in this as well. Forgot about that detail. So you can't figure out... You can't see the boss. Just flip around between the visors. Okay, do we have another Phazon pool yet? Or do you not decide to do that again? Okay, now X-ray. That's a Hunter Metroid. Okay, thermal visor. Let's go. I don't know why I switched when we can still see on thermal. We'll deal some more damage to it. Phazon pool's all used up. Ouch. That's a fission Metroid. Those Hunter Metroids are not very friendly either. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Okay. And I can see you. Let's take your health down a notch. Yeah, I just do not even want to deal with you guys. Two fission Metroids. You're dead, by the way. So yeah, not as difficult of a boss as the Omega Pirate. There's your proof. The only death I took in this whole run was to the Omega Pirate. That looks very eerily similar to an X-Parasite. The X-Parasite blobs from Metroid Fusion. And as you can see, we got stripped of our Phazon suit there. Yeah, crater collapse, imminent, evacuate immediately. Oh, do I have to do this? I didn't think I had to do anything. Because it automatic, yeah, cutscenes. This isn't like other Metroids where you have a timer after beating the final boss and you have to evacuate and all that. So not like Super Metroid, not like Metroid Fusion. I like Metroid Dread, which I know was newer than this game. But still, the evacuation timer is usually a staple of Metroid games. We don't get it here. But this was the first Metroid game that was 3D. And I'd say it's a pretty good one. Yeah, Metroid Prime is dead, but the suit was taken. There's going to be a bonus. Okay, it must be... There's a bonus. It must be after the staff credits. So stay tuned for that. Don't check out yet if you don't like to watch the credits with me on these playthroughs and hear my final review of the game. By the way, it's time for my final review of the game. So, let's start with the negatives. I do wish there were more boss fights in this game. There are in Metroid Prime 2, but I've mentioned issues I have with that one. Other than the boss fights tapering off, I'm very happy with this game overall. Very much enjoy it. I love the different beams. I love the fire, ice, electric concept between the different beams. I thought that was utilized very well. The environments looked amazing, even better in this remaster one. I really enjoyed the different environments. Oh, and the other negative was that I wish there was a boss fight in the Magmore Caverns, because that ultimately just serves as like a connection area between, the Chozo Ruins and Talon Overworld and the Phendrana Drifts. It's unfortunate that there's not more going on in that environment, because it was like a really cool environment, and it was just kind of not done very well. Another thing I wish this game had was when you pause the game, and the Metroid Fusion had this feature, you pull up a map of a certain region, and it should tell you if you've collected all the items in that region or not. That would be so helpful. That's a feature that's in Metroid Fusion. You get all the items in, like, Area 2 or whatever, and it'll show you that. It'll have, like, a little checkbox thing, even for the different item types. I don't know why we don't have that here. It's, but we don't, and I'm complaining about it, so there. But overall, the game was just very fun, very engaging, lots of places to explore, lots of things to do, lots of different items to pick up. I didn't care much for the X-ray visor. I hated that as well. That was another minor complaint, but overall, just a very good Metroid experience, very solid. My final rating for this game, I'm going to give it an A- overall. Highly recommended. Now, Metroid Prime 2 and Prime 3. I didn't have a means of playing Prime 3 right now. That originally came out on the Nintendo Wii. I've heard rumors about remasters for Metroid Prime 2 and Prime 3 on the Switch. If that happens, I'll go ahead, I'll pick those up, and I'm sure I'll play those at some point. I could play Metroid Prime 2 on my GameCube. I've mentioned some of the issues I have with that. So yeah, if it comes... If it comes out on the Switch, I'll pick it up. I'll do a Let's Play of it. I don't know when that's going to be. Even if it doesn't ever come out on the Switch, would I do Prime 2? I don't know. That might depend on you guys. If I get enough people saying, hey, I want to see Metroid Prime 2, I'll consider doing that sometime. I'll add it to my list. Prime 2 and Prime 3 come out on the Switch, I'll definitely do it at some point. But yeah, until then, I'm only planning on this Metroid Prime. Lead skinning artist. It's like skinning artist. It makes me think of like you're skinning cats or something. Skinning people. That's a gruesome thought to be doing that. It probably means just like designing the skins for Samus and the textures and the enemy designers or something. I don't know. I don't know any of this. I just play the games. Liquid development. I love when we develop Liquid. I've run out of things to say. The game was a lot of fun. The game started with a lot of different boss fights and mini-boss fights and that. And then I told you it was going to happen, it just kind of dropped off. But the environments were great. I thought most of the puzzles were very nice, as long as they didn't involve the X-ray visor. Not too much felt unfair. Omega Pirate Most difficult boss fight in the game. Only cause of death here. You know, I was gonna... If I could have got through that Omega Pirate fight on the first go, I'd say that this would be a deathless run challenge, but knowing the Omega Pirate fight, I didn't win the first attempt because I'd forgotten some things. But yeah. I mean, what else can I say? It's a fun game. It's Metroid. Metroid and fun makes for good games. We do still have a hidden scene coming up, which should lead into Metroid Prime 2. I don't know what Prime 3 is all about. Like I said, I haven't played that one. I've seen very, very little of it. I'd be excited to try that if that ever came to the Switch. Like I said, I've heard rumors of Prime 2 and Prime 3 coming to the Switch. Nothing official, nothing confirmed. At least at the time of recording this, and probably uploading this as well. Original Nintendo GameCube and Wii versions. That's right, I think they released a Metroid Prime, I heard they re-released Metroid Prime and Prime 2 for the Wii. Or had Wii versions of that. But yeah, this game was originally on the Nintendo GameCube, 20 years ago. Why was that 20 years ago? Hard difficulty unlocked. Percentage 100%. Well, we got all the... We're supposed to get the best... Let's say to continue. Is this where we get the scene? Yes, this is the scene. This is it. This is what you get for getting the 100% item completion. There's one little pool of Phazon left. And remember how the Metroid Prime grabbed our Phazon suit at the end of the fight? So that is going to be a Phazon suit, kind of like evil clone of Samus. Without Samus in it, of course. Finish game. When you select your save slot again, you will start a new game. Yeah, we'll save. Oh wait, that means I don't get to... Well, whatever. As you also saw, hard mode has been unlocked. Hard mode is just... It's the exact same game. It's just that it's only... You're going to take more damage, and things will take more damage. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to start as a new game. And if I go, yeah, hard, all it does is, well, do what I just described. I'm not a big fan of that sort of difficulty. There's some games I'll do, certain hard modes for and that, but I'm usually not all about, doing hard modes, because usually it just means you're taking more damage and the enemies take more damage to kill. And while that does make the game harder, indeed, especially, I can't imagine trying to do Omega Pirate on that difficulty. I imagine I would struggle there. But, just increased damage and increased enemy health. I look for something more in hard mode. I like hard mode where things actually get varied. Things get different. So things like having different enemy placements, maybe more enemies in some regards, and not just extra health for enemies and that. So yeah, that's why I'm not really interested in doing hard mode. But actually, we're not putting things to bed yet. We gotta show the extras. We got all this. We may as well show it. or show some of this stuff. Concept gallery, biology. Can we just like cycle through all of this? Yes, we can. So these are all just oh, okay, I can use this. So this is all just different concept art for the game. Very cool stuff. Sorry if I'm going a little bit fast and you don't, like, you going... Well, we're missing one. That's got to be, like, completing hard mode or something. But I thought getting all the scans should give you all of it. I don't know. I don't know. That looks cool. Why couldn't we have, like... I know those are 3 separate enemies, but why couldn't we have, like, a 3-headed magma hydra thing as a boss fight in the Magmor Caverns? It just bothers me. And I will not let that go. I mean, this game came out 20-some years ago, and I still haven't let it go. I do feel like the challenge was pretty good for this game. Definitely a progression of difficulty with some of the enemies that you deal with later in the game. Like those space pirates when they have the specific beam weapon difficulties, the fission Metroids. Yeah, the biggest difficulty spikes for me was when you first get the thermal visor and you're dealing with the Metroids for the first time and the lights all get shut off in that. And then the second difficulty spike for me was the Omega Pirate. And then the sort of the fission Metroids and that. Alright. What else you got? That was biology. Biology Remastered. What is this? I think this is show. Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff we're missing here. Yeah, sorry if you prefer to see these for longer than 2 seconds each. It's just, when it comes to art, I'm very much like, oh hey, this looks nice, let's move on. I've never been a big, like, hey, let's unlock art. That's a thing I try to do when playing games where this is, oh, there's all 4 of those troopers. It's not going to tell me how to unlock the others, is it? Okay. The others have to be hard mode. World. Yeah, like this sort of, these sketches and that, I know there's a lot of things to look at. If you like looking at them, you just have to pause the video on certain ones. But I'm just going to go through things pretty quickly. Oh, hey, there's a production map of everything. Neat. Yeah, everything else must be hard mode unlocked, which we're not doing. I'm not that into hard mode and concept art. I'll just show off what we have here. Yeah, lots of details went into all of the areas. There's the Magmor Caverns, Fendrana Drifts. You know, with such a heavy fire, ice, and electrical theme, I know we had some areas where, like, oh, lights got shut off in the research facility, but we didn't get like a there's a Phazon suit. I love the Phazon suit. Looks so cool. And the different morph balls. So, like, we had the Magmor Caverns and the Fendrana Drifts, but why not another area that was dedicated to, like, an electrical theme? I know electricity isn't really found in a natural environment like, you know, Magmore Caverns in the Fendrana Drifts, the ice and the lava feel like very natural areas. I mean, you can have like perpetual thunderstorms, but just have like an electrical environment. I know it's not a normal thing we see on Earth, but hey, this is a video game. It's a very sci-fi heavy game. I say give me an electrical world. And I'm not talking about the computer cyber area from Metroid Prime 2 either. Hunter Metroids, those are annoying. There's the Metroid Prime there. Soundtrack gallery. I don't think we need to... We don't need to do this. Yeah, the soundtrack was mostly just kind of okay. I never commented on it too much. I like the Magmore Caverns music. Of course, it's basically like Norfair from Super Metroid. I did feel like the music fit. It very much fit the theme of the game. It just... I don't know, like, the music doesn't get stuck in my head like in other games. The only one that really does is the Space Pirate battle theme. I do like that one. I mean, the Chozo Ghost battle theme is kind of nice. Yeah, we have other things we did not unlock because we're not playing hard mode or whatever. But yeah, I like Magmore Caverns, and that's okay. The music style for most Metroids doesn't have a lot of like catchy tunes, and that it wouldn't be on my list of, you know, top 10 favorite video game themes of all time. I don't know if I could narrow that list to a top 10, but because there's a lot of good ones. A lot of them being like RPG themes, battle themes, boss themes, and that. Yeah. Alright. Well, I think with that, we're going to put this game to bed. This has been Late Night Mega. Good night, everyone.